कीजिए तो।
Started?
हाँ।
Okay. Good afternoon, students. I hope it may have been raining in your area. It has been drizzling. It has been drizzling, drizzling, not the word, drizzling, बूंदाबांदी होना. It has been drizzling in Lakshmangarh since morning, and I hope your area is also not without the blessing of monsoon. मानसून मेहरबान हुआ है या नहीं हुआ आपके गांव पर? Today is a very colorful festival, romantic festival, Teej. I think Teej is the celebration and welcome of monsoon in the desert area. You see, festivals, fairs have been decided, have been arranged according to the seasons and the climate of the area. तो तीज राजस्थान का बड़ा त्यौहार है, ये मानसून का जश्न है, उसका भी आप लुत्फ़ उठा रहे होंगे. इसके साथ ही अध्ययन भी आवश्यक है. As I have introduced the pre-romantic age to you and elegy written in a country churchyard, a great poem by Thomas Gray. I have given its summary to you on WhatsApp group, divided into points. I hope you must have gone through that summary. Dear students, मुझे एक आपसे निवेदन करना है. निवेदन ये है कि I am not going to translate the poem into Hindi. It is not my habit and it should not be your habit. As you know, Hindi translation will not serve the purpose. Therefore, wherever you face a problem, you may raise your questions, you may ask your problems. I'll give you Hindi, but minimum, as a necessary evil, because I am to teach the poem, not to translate it. So, elegy means death song, elegy means song of lamentation, country means not nation, country means rural background, and churchyard, Kabristan. Thomas Gray has taken very care to write even a single word and even a single line. The poem begins the curfew. The curfew tolls the knell of parting day. The poet is standing. The poet is standing in the churchyard alone. The churchyard is in the rural background. He is alone in the churchyard and he hears the evening bell. As you know, bell is rung in churches in the evening time. कर्फ्यू जो है ये अपने वाला कर्फ्यू नहीं है जो पुलिस लगाती है, प्रशासन लगाता है. द कर्फ्यू इज इवनिंग बेल. Evening bell of the church tolls, rings the knell. It is not Knell, canal. It is knell. K is silent. Knell means death bell. A bell is rung when someone dies. of parting day. Parting day, disappearing day, dying day. The day is about to come to an end. The day is dying. The sun is about to set. And the bell is being rung in the church. The bell of the church is the death bell of the day. The first line suggests the time. टाइम सजेस्ट करता है. द सन इज अबाउट टू सेट. द डे हैज़ कम टू एन एंड एंड द चर्च बेल रिंग्स. टोल्स मीन्स रिंग्स. द नेल मीन्स अगेन डेथ बेल ऑफ पार्टिंग डे. द डे इज डाइंग. द डे हैज़ बीन पर्सोनिफाइड. लव फॉर नेचर. द loving. Think of a great love for the rural background. The loving. The cattle are crying. The cattle maveshi are restless. Herd means group. The group of animals are loving. The sun is about to set. The day is about to come to an end, and therefore the animals want to return to their folds. Folds. Folds means where the animals are kept. So they are restless to return their folds. They are loving. रंभा रहे हैं. They are restless. So the cattle, the animals are restless. They are loving. Now they are not grazing. सर नहीं रहे हैं वो. They want to return to their folds. Wind slowly. Wind means not as a noun. It is a verb here. Wind wandering here and there. Now they are tired. They have been grazing throughout the day. They want to return to their folds, and therefore they are loving, and they are wandering here and there over the lea. L-E-A means pasture. P-A-S-T-U-R-E. Pasture, Saragaha. So the picture of the rural background is so perfect. This is the evening time. The poet is standing alone in the churchyard. The day is about to come to an end. The church bell, the evening bell, is ringing the death bell of the day. The herd, the lowing herd, the cattle are wandering here and there over the pasture. They are not grazing because they want to return to their folds. The plowman, one who tills the land, जो धरती को जोतता है, plowman. Homeward towards home. Plowed. जैसा कि मैंने बताया, थॉमस ग्रे हैज सेलेक्टेड एवरी वर्ड वेरी केयरफुली इन दिस पोइम. वेरी केयरफुली. माइंड इट, ही हैज़ टेकन ऑलमोस्ट 8 years टू कंप्लीट दिस पोइम. 8 साल लग गए थे कंप्लीट होने में. एंड दैट इज़ वाई द पोइम इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट 5 poems ऑफ इंग्लिश पोइट्री. द प्लोमैन, होमवर्ड. प्लोड्स मीन्स वॉक्स स्लोली. धीरे धीरे चल रहा है. बिकॉज द प्लोमैन इज टायर्ड नाउ. ही हैज़ बीन वर्किंग इन द फील्ड थ्रू आउट द डे, एंड therefore the plowman is tired. Weary way. Underline the word weary. Weary means tired. Here the way is not tired. Weary is an adjective, but the way is not tired. It is the plowman who is tired. But the poet has transferred the adjective from plowman to way. So the tired plowman is returning home. He is wandering slowly, he is walking slowly, and leave the world to darkness and to me. No one is there. There is complete silence. The poet is alone. The poet is alone in the churchyard. and enjoy the picture of the rural background. The poet is alone, the farmers have returned, the workers have returned, animals have returned, and he is alone there. Now fades becomes invisible, अदृश्य हो जाता है. The glimmering landscape, shining landscape. Landscape is also a very important word. Landscape means the scene of the area on the site. The scene becomes invisible because the darkness is increasing, and the air, all the air, as Solomon, serious, stillness, silence holds possesses. There is complete silence in the atmosphere. There are no noises, there is no hustle and bustle. दिन की दौड़ धूप थी वो समाप्त हुई. There is complete silence. Think of this time and think of old time. Silence means silence. Now you cannot enjoy, our age cannot enjoy that silence, because silence is broken by the noise of the motorcycles, the noise of the vehicles. But in the 18th century, silence ruled the rural atmosphere. There is complete silence. Save means accept. Save means बचाना नहीं यहाँ. Accept. Where the beetle is the name of an insect. एक कीट का नाम है. There is complete silence in the atmosphere, but this silence is being broken by the beetle. What does the beetle do? Wheels his droning flight. Wheels his, moves, completes its flight. The beetle, when the beetle flies, it produces sound. So the silence is being broken by the silence is being broken by the beetle. When the beetle flies, it produces sound, and drowsy tinkling lull of the distant folds. Again, a very important line. Folds means where the animals are kept, जिनको अपन दैनिक बोलचाल की भाषा में बाड़े कहते हैं, घेर कहते हैं. The animals are now in the folds. The animals are not near the church, distant, remote. So in remote folds, the bells have been tied round the necks of the animals. Listen the line again. The bells have been tied round the necks of the animals, and these bells are ringing. So these bells are lulling. Lull, L-U-L-L. Lull means लोरी देना. तो यहाँ पर पोइट ये कल्पना कर रहा है कि ये जो गले के चारों तरफ बंधी हुई घंटियाँ हैं, ये इन पशुओं को लोरी दे रही हैं. Think of the love that grey has for animals, that grey has for rural background. So there is complete silence in the atmosphere, but this silence is being broken. This silence is being broken by two sounds, beetle and the tinkling bells. Dear students, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard is a very serious poem. I will give you the meaning of typical words on WhatsApp group. The poem has been composed in quatrains. Quatrain means a stanza of 4 lines, and the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. So the poet is building the picture of the rural background. The poet is not in the court. The poet is not in the club. The poet is in the village churchyard, in the country churchyard. No one is there. There is complete silence. This is the typical characteristic, ये खास विशेषता है of the romantic poetry. So we will continue the poem.